welcome back to the club. We're your hosts. I'm Ebony Chapman.
And I'm Akila Friend.
Yes, and you guys, we are joined by, so if you guys are watching on YouTube, we are joined by a very special guest. We're so excited. She's an image consultant. Her name is Tamara.
Tamara.
Yes, Tamara. So let's welcome her to the club.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
We are so excited to have you here, especially just talking about, like, what's the new sexy? Mm-hmm. What is, what does it mean to really have women empowerment in 2021? Because I feel like it changes depending on the day.
Depending
on who's talking about it.
Depending on the meme.
Depending on the meme. Okay, and just kind of how to, like, walk it like you talk it, kind of own it, fake it till you make it a little bit. Like, there is just a ton of great tips that you guys can take away from today.
Yes,
so I want to get started. So first, give us, for the people who are listening, people who are watching, like, give us a little background into, like, who you are, kind of like what you do, and the talents that you bring to the forefront.
Yes. And I'm going to have to move. For those who are seeing this, you may not notice the bomb fit that homegirl has on. So I'm like, let's move the little flowers.
Right. Let's see.
Come on, Zara. You guys know I wear Zara every day. Okay, so we don't have to spend all of our coins to be cute.
Right. She has like a 3-piece situation.
Yeah.
It's a pant, and then it's a tank, like a tube top sweetheart neckline.
Yes.
Top with a blazer on, a black blazer. So everything's
Love that.
black on black on black.
I always tell girls immediately, like, when you pick your pieces, make sure they are versatile.
Oh, yes.
Like,
that's my problem.
Number
she likes
one.
color
Yes,
too.
I do. Colors and
Don't
prints.
just shop sporadically, like pulling from the sky. This can be a dress after I'm done.
Nice.
I can take this off and put another top with these pants. I can take this blazer and close it up and do whatever. So I can wear this 6 different ways. I got my money's worth. You know what I mean?
True.
And a lot of my girls are balling on a budget.
Yes.
So you don't need to break the bank to do what you have to do. But you also can't go on, like, Pretty Little Thing, no shade. Bomb business plan. Right? But you can't go on Pretty Little Thing and they say, Tamara, like, how can you pull that off? Like, because you're looking at the model, she does not have your body shape.
Oh, we got to talk about that. Yes.
Okay. A lot of tips and tricks. But anyway, let me just back up a little bit and how I got into fashion.
Yes.
So it was a complete accident.
The best things are accidents, right?
They're blessing in disguise.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And that's what my life has been. And I think I told you girls, so everyone doesn't know, I am from Sacramento, 916.
Okay.
Like, sweetie, okay. And my mom, she just made it work. She just made it work. And I remember from a baby onward, we shopped secondhand. Like, that was just the thing. And I wasn't, like, the most popular girl in school. Like, I got, like, things thrown at me on the bus.
That's actually insane to even actually say, because if you guys are looking at her, she's gorgeous. Like, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, like, Tamara is gorgeous. So
if they're saying the same Tamara that went to Calaveras High, they're like, she glued up. She glued up. She put everything.
Yes.
Because it was not, I had a snaggletooth, guys. Like, when I tell you, like, glow up.
Yes.
Like, do you remember that Princess Diaries?
Yes.
That was Mia. Okay, so
I was Mia.
they might not even remember me from this, right?
Like, who was that?
Yeah. Joke's on you.
Exactly. You missed out.
But yeah, so I just knew from an early age, you have to do what you have to do to make it work. And my mom always told me that. And she did that, and she lived that. And my mom was very beautiful. She used to get up every day, get ready, hair, makeup, beat, boom, to walk around the house. And I'm like, girl.
Oh, she's better than me. Yay. I only do this when I have to. I only get ready when I have to.
I feel like that's where I got it from. I just feel like I still love vintage shopping. I never wanted to have a vintage shop. I just wanted to go in there and put as many things together as I could.
Love that.
And I just started having a love for oversized blazers and vintage blazers. And that kind of became my thing on Instagram.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I feel like now, I don't know if you feel like you were ahead of your time. The fact that you shopped secondhand.
I do a little bit.
You know what I mean? And now everyone's all about vintage love.
That's what happens.
Yes.
You know, I didn't monetize social media because I was so shy.
Yeah.
So that's how my brand, coming soon, became.
Yes.
That's how my brand became. Like, Tamara, I just went with my name, Tamara Jay. It had a ring to it.
Yeah, it does.
Everyone loved it. And that's what I did. I was like, Tamara Jay, what does Tamara Jay do? I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, and I just realized I want to make women feel good about themselves. And I remember telling friends, like my mom, like, I don't want it to seem forced. Like, I don't want to come off as like some women empowerment. Yeah. And it's not genuine. Even though I know it's genuine in my heart, it might not come out that way because it's like so many brunches and things I go to.
Right.
Different subject, right? So I said, I love fashion. Like, people aren't going to take it serious. How are they going to say women empowerment and self-esteem and fashion? And I found a way. Like, I found a way.
Yeah. What was your reasoning? I mean, obviously, your upbringing and knowing that you always had a love, obviously, and a creativity when it comes to fashion. But the idea of wanting to tie that to empowering women. Why that specifically?
Because I had such low self-esteem. And because you cannot be empowered, and you cannot do well in your relationships, and you cannot do well at work, and you cannot do anything. Everything circles back to self-esteem.
Wow.
And
Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Everything circles back to self-esteem.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a high self-esteem. Okay, how?
What do you do?
What are
How?
the things?
What are the things? Go to therapy. You need therapy. You need therapy. Okay, yeah, the inside, completely important. Probably the most important.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, but I'm sitting down with girls who were in group homes like me, who you're gonna have a counselor come in and tell them about what they've been through, and then they have to go to school just like everybody else.
Wasn't that was literally your thought when we talked to our therapist? Shout out to Jaleesa Black.
Yeah.
She was a couple episodes ago, so go check it out.
Yeah.
But that was kind of your feeling about therapy
Felt the same
too.
way.
Yeah.
The same way. Like, what are we gonna sit here and talk about? Like, what are you gonna tell me?
What's gonna help me?
At this moment, that's gonna help me.
Right. And it feels like that. And what I realized was what worked for me. I said this has to be able to work for them.
Yeah.
Which will bring me to my other point, my little brand. I forgot to tell you guys about.
Hey, we got a whole episode.
I'm gonna drop secrets. I wasn't supposed to drop that here.
Drop it all.
I'm gonna drop it. Hashtag. But no, when you look good on the outside, and when you feel like, you know what, I can walk into this room and I can own it.
Yes.
And I'm not, oh damn, I'm in secondhand clothes, and you know my parents left me behind, and this and that, and all of those fears and all of those insecurities show when you walk into a room.
They do. I feel like people always know, like, you know, people will say to people, like, wow, or when you notice it too, right? And you see someone and you're like, wow, something about them.
A glow.
You want to be their friend.
Yes.
I say this story all the time. I'm going to say it right now. When I met Akila in the program that we were in, I don't know what it was. There was a billion people in this program, okay? I saw her and I said, I don't know, whatever it is, I gotta be her friend. Whatever it is, I gotta be her friend. Because it was great energy. She was sweet. She was funny. And we happened to have had the same... We were showing up at the same time to this program, you know, because we were doing after shows, so everyone kind of picks their thing, but we happened to be at the same time.
All the time.
And I was like, okay, we're talking 20 minutes after our shows are done. We're doing this. I said, okay, what's your number?
It's happening.
And then I realized she was my sorority sister. I was like, extra connection, and we've literally just made it work since then, right? So that was October 2019.
Crazy.
And it's now 2 years. 2 years.
Oh, happy anniversary, man.
But yeah, talking about self-esteem part, I think that's huge.
It's huge.
I think right now, me at the moment, right? I'm 26. I'm at a space where I'm growing my career. We're growing our business, and it is a ton of things to be insecure about.
Yeah.
Who are we?
We talk about it all the time.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses. Trying to make sure we're doing this, doing that. Are we doing it?
Are we doing the right thing?
Are we doing
the wrong way?
The wrong way. And so I told her, I was like, I really have to start looking into myself because there is a confidence situation with me. There is an insecurity a little bit.
Which, by the way, I just want to say, not to cut you off, that is very normal, ladies. Like, people, especially social media, try to make you feel like there's always something wrong with you because you're having some thoughts that are normal. We're human beings.
Right.
You're Beyonce feels insecure at times.
Oh, right. Of course. Of course. It's hard to believe, but it's like, no, obviously, she's a human being.
She's a human, right?
We don't think she is, right?
And insecurities comes in different forms. It doesn't have to be that you feel insecure about your body or your look. It just comes in different forms. And it should be normalized. Like, as long as you don't sit in that space and stay there.
You got to do the work.
Good to
and
know.
that's what I'm doing. So how did you do the work?
Because it kind of got to a point where, yes, you recognize, you know, I had to get over my own, you know, get my own confidence back and all of that. But it goes from one thing to say, thinking about it, yes, I need to be more confident, to you becoming a whole image consultant and being a walking, talking affirmation of yourself. Like, girl, what was the journey, sis? Like, what were the steps that you took?
It was long.
And I think a great point to start is like your childhood. It wasn't quote unquote normal. So what exactly, like, from there to how you are right now? Like,
and I wouldn't change a thing because I don't think I just wouldn't be this person.
Love
and I
that.
wouldn't have the empathy that I have, and I wouldn't have the understanding to walk in somebody else's shoes. So if I can deal with what happened to me, I was, you know, we can get into it. I was molested. I was abused. I was, you know, my mom did the best she could, but she can't control some, you know, when she thinks she married somebody and they're the wrong person or whatever the case may be. So it was just an awful, I didn't know who I was. And I would like to touch on, I'm a biracial woman. I'm a black woman. I'm a biracial woman. And I'm never going to shy away from either side, either part of myself.
Right.
And some people try to make me do that, make me pick
and choose. Okay.
I don't have enough melanin. I'm not. I hate my blackness because I'm not going to just disregard my mother.
Right.
Nor am I going to disregard my father. Right. So that was a big issue for me. Probably a whole different podcast episode.
Honestly, and I can only imagine in San Francisco too.
Sacramento.
Right? Sacramento.
Yeah.
Oh, Sacramento.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah, that's a whole other
different animal.
Yeah, because there's not. I mean, we could talk about it. I don't think there's a ton of black people in Sacramento or you
I know of. Right.
Exactly. I mean, in Oakland, like in the Bay Area, sure, but like in Sacramento, like that space, I don't know.
There are Sacramento. It's wild out there. Look ghetto, honey.
My grandfather used to live up there, and like it's so retirement space over there. Like,
it is.
I don't know that space. I don't know that side of Sacramento. I just know the old people.
It has all its sides to it. But I ended up going to school like out in the country.
Oh my gosh.
Like out in the country. Yes. And my own stepfather at the time, not my current, love him. My own stepfather at the time said, "You're not going to prom with a black boy." So can you imagine how confused I was?
So was he white?
He was like Persian, Peruvian.
Okay.
Okay, so
but that makes sense, and that's why I asked, because they're also racist.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right.
You know
and so this will all come back full circle, how I'm letting you guys know how low my self-esteem was.
Like, and then talk about that piece where you were saying you were in foster care, like a group.
Yeah, so that ended up happening a bit later, but I went through all of these things even before that.
Right.
My family didn't tell me that I was half black until about 4th grade.
Wow.
What, 4th grade, like 10 years old, 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Right. Whoa,
and I don't think anyone can imagine what that does to someone's, like, you don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Right? They made me believe that the Persian Peruvian was my father and my mom was white.
Totally different culture.
Like, really?
Come on.
Now I'm looking back like, really? Right? But my mom got into a situation, won't touch too crazy on it, but she was, she was falsely accused of something that she didn't do. She was arrested, and my stepfather was very abusive to both of us. I got taken out by CPS. I had nowhere to go. So she's in jail, and he adopted me legally at the age of 4, so he has rights.
Oh, no. Right.
So I finally got taken out of CPS after, the things that he would cut my hair off. He would send me to school with 1 or 3 outfits for the week, so I would get really made fun of.
Of course.
Really made fun of.
Yeah.
And that just built my character.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I just thought, I'm ugly. I'm ugly.
That would make sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And clothes, you can almost just be whoever you want to be.
For sure.
Right? So whereas some girls might like want to put on like a big old jacket and like hide themselves, I'm like, no, I'm about to pop out.
So from that space of being insecure and not feeling like who
not even knowing who I am.
And it's not even like on you being insecure because of you. It's the fact that like literally you have other environmental
traits.
You know
it is. It starts
always how it is. It starts at home. It starts with your environment, your friends, the people that you're with, the people that are telling you things. It always is. Because when you don't pop out insecure.
Exactly.
Everybody else.
Exactly.
Projecting that on you.
Projecting that.
So at what age and what did you do to transition from like, okay, I'm insecure to like, I'm secure?
Or if it was a gradual switch, what was that gradual switch?
It was very gradual.
Like?
So I would have to think about what age, because even I'm 30.
Hey, girl.
I'm 30, and I feel like I came into myself strong at 28, 29.
Okay.
Right? So I was still doing what I was doing for other people. It hits hard.
It hits hard.
It hits. That's when I was like, I'm a bad right? But I mean, like, I was always into fashion, and it started to build and build and build, and people started. But I'm telling you, like, where I can't pinpoint your question, because people on social media would say, like, you've got it, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
What I got?
True.
What do
Tell
you
me
mean?
what exactly.
And that's why I had no business plan, no business model. So I'm like, I don't really have it. Like, no. Like, whereas other girls on social media are like, okay, I'm about to monetize, I'm about to do this. I was like, no.
Right.
I wasn't sure of myself.
I feel that.
And I think I hit hard at like 28. Like, no.
Yes.
Like,
love that.
This is how I make women feel good. This is how I make myself feel good. I know it works.
Yeah. So you were like, you just channeled the fashion piece. You're like, this is what, like,
I channeled.
I'm not saying there was no. I'm not saying there was or wasn't, but I'm like, there was no like books being read or any like crazy thing that I went to therapy and like,
or like
that
I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like got a revelation from God.
It's funny that you say that, and it's so hard. Like when I'm talking to like my girls and do like my other work, right, the group homework. Sometimes I'm at a loss for what to say because God kept me.
Yeah.
and I don't have an exact answer.
Yeah.
That's good enough,
as to why. Yeah.
That's good enough.
But they want answers. Like, how do you... God.
Yes.
God. He kept my sanity.
Yes.
He kept my family, kept my mother sane. You know, we made it through after it was a lot, but we made it through. And why didn't I do certain things? Why didn't I end up with certain men or in certain positions?
That's true. That's true.
I don't have that direct, and I'm not saying I haven't done the work. I've been through relationships where I wasn't that healthy or I was not that secure, so I was looking for certain things. But I just use life as an experience. Once I say, ooh, I don't like that, I learned my lesson pretty much. Right?
Teach me one good time.
That's like my pro tip, my life hack. Reading is good. I need to read more. But no, I didn't open like Book of the Secrets or whatever.
Right.
I didn't do that.
Life was your book.
Life was my book.
Life was your book.
Definitely my book.
Yeah.
And I just say, I saw that didn't work for that person. I shouldn't do that. That's not working for me. I don't want to do that. How can I switch it up?
Love that.
Oh my God.
That's a good.
I'm like literally,
listen, that's
and
a
it
good
makes so much sense. But I feel like we gotta drive it home anyway. Like,
yes,
what is the difference in your mind between like an image consultant and a stylist, and why you specifically went the image consultant route?
Right. A stylist doesn't care about what you have going on in other aspects of your life.
Right.
Right. You're gonna put this outfit on. You're going to the Grammys. You're going to a birthday party. Boom, boom. Their job is to pick your clothes, and that is it.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that they don't care about their clients or anything like that. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Also, stylists, and they have a lot to do as well. But they have relationships with stores, and they're pooling, and they can, they build that out their business plan in that way. I don't do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have girls that come to me and say, "Can you clean out my whole closet, and can we shop online together?" I have girls that come to me.
That's what I need. Help me, Tamara.
Right. My list of services are getting hefty around here. And that's where I kind of started. I have girls DM me and say, "Oh, I need this, and I'm like, well, that's not really a stylist. What is that?
Right.
I didn't even know. I didn't know admissions. I didn't know.
Right.
But when I started realizing, all these different things, I'm working, like I said to you guys, with my girls. We're not even talking about fashion the first 10, 15 minutes. And I ask them really important questions like, where are you in life right now? How do you want to present yourself? We're not doing one event, 2 events. We're doing a whole makeover.
Yeah.
Okay, because also fashion, your hair, your makeup, your shoes, your bags, your accessories, like, it's everything.
Yeah.
And that is styling too, but this is like a whole lifestyle change within your image.
Right. You were saying you could ask them, like, why me? Why you pick me? Why
it's important because what a lot of girls will do is they'll go to my Instagram and say, I want to wear that oversized suit just like you. That's okay. Are you sure? Right. It's really big. It's like 3X. Right. And this is how I pulled it off. And this is, do you can you think you can walk in a room and feel sexy that way? Because that's what makes me feel sexy.
Right.
What makes me feel sexy might not make you feel sexy, and that's why you're shopping wrong, because you're shopping looking at somebody else, and you're on looking at the model, and you think,
look exactly like this person,
and you're
if
not.
I buy this.
That's exactly what I'd be thinking too. I'd be like, that looks cute.
Yeah. And I still order things, and I'm like, girl, you know
what I asked for versus what I got.
Okay.
Versus what that looked like on me.
Yes. Okay, because sometimes Shein will play you.
Yeah. Sometimes. No shade to Shein, but
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Milan's over there in the corner. I put it under Shein, right?
I love it.
But why? Why does it work? Because I told her, I said, pay attention, read the material description.
And the reviews.
Read the reviews. Read the height of the model.
Yes.
Read all those details they put in that little box you guys are not clicking. That will let you know if it's going to work or not. Like, I can shop from pretty much anywhere because I can say, ooh, that material is going to come a little bit tacky. Yeah. How can I flip that, switch that out, and swap
I always look for stretchy things. I need material with a little stretch in there.
She wants the bandage dress. She wants the bandage dress.
Because there's that cute, it's like that see-through material. What is it? It's like,
it's not mesh, but
it's not mesh. It's like, it's like a blend.
Very sheer.
Like, sheer. Like, that material has no stretch.
Yes. No.
It has no stretch at all. So I already know, like, I'm either going to have to get it extra big, or then the top is going to look crazy, and then I'm not, like, if I was a little, I don't know. I'm thinking. If I was a little smaller, maybe it would look cute, oversized. Other times, you just look big.
Not everything is for everybody.
Can we say that again? Because people feel like, in the world of, like, inclusivity, and, like, I'm all here for it.
Yeah.
But sometimes in the world of fashion and your image, it's kind of like, do you want everything to fit for you? Do you think everything should be for you?
That's
Probably not.
Yeah. It's not. And don't get upset. Like, there are, this is another problem I find with fashion in the industry. Everybody has social media. Everyone's hypersensitive.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Where yes, I want people to feel included. That's part of my brand.
That's it.
But at the same time, when Mara Azar, which is my brand that I'm dropping, comes out, not all of my pieces might be for you.
Right.
There's another brand that will be. You're not my customer. You're not my client, and that's okay. You can't be mad at me. I'm not mad at you.
Exactly. It's like your money is coming to me.
Everybody wants everything to be for them, and you get so mad at these brands, which, by the way, are small businesses. Samples are not cheap.
True.
Like, this is not cheap to do.
Truth.
Right, when you're putting together high quality pieces, so you're not like importing from China or whatever the case may be. So you might not be able to start and get a line that fits everybody just yet.
Right,
give people time,
That's
you
true.
know,
to grow. That's true. I mean, and I think even what we were talking about was like defining that what sexy means. Like, what is sexy? Like what you were saying. Like,
what makes you guys feel sexy when you get dressed?
Let's see.
When this is like your go-to, like your hair and makeup outfit, and you said, you know what? I'm gonna get him.
I'm about to kill it.
This is it.
What makes me feel that way? I feel like, anything in my closet. What does it make me?
Right.
Actually, it's more like, when you said that at first, I was like, sometimes when you're talking about the oversized looks, a lot of times that's what makes me feel the sexiest, because I'm like, you would never have thought like this can work in that way. Like, I didn't have to show this skin or that skin, but it still like works because it shows some level of individuality. So usually that's what makes me feel sexiest. Or, on the flip side, like literally it's like, listen, give me a little cutout.
Yeah.
She loves it.
You love a cutout? You love a cutout?
My girl loves
side panels.
Listen, the side panels, front panels, back panels. So one of the two extremes.
my girl loves a good cutout. I be teasing her. I love her. She'd be like, girl, you always trying to be naked.
Yeah.
You always trying to be naked.
Show a little something.
Yeah, she be showing everything.
Not everything, but
She would have shown
a lot of things.
Okay, what makes me feel sexy? Well, let's see. As long as I feel like something black on black on black. Always makes me. And a red lip.
Yes.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, that's actually her fit, right?
That is always my vibe. So it's either like I'll do something simple with like jeans, a white top, a red lip, or it's like black on black, red lip. That's like that's like my go-to if I was trying to be, and I like a good leg moment. I like to I don't have enough of them, like short skirts and dresses and stuff. Like I don't have enough, but I would love to just get, I need to get a better array of bottoms.
You're my classic girl, and I like that. At the heart of it all, and that's probably where the inspiration for my line came from, is these are my essentials.
Yes.
Okay. Like, these are my essentials. Yeah. Like, Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, 90s runway glam and 90s brands, like 90s Dior.
Yes.
90s even, like, Calvin Klein. Like, that is my zhuzh. That's my sweet spot, right? Yes. So, where I do love to play, and I love, like, suits that have cutouts and, like, brands that are just, like, they're so creative. I keep like, every woman needs to have a really good white button down.
Ooh, yeah.
Every woman needs to have an oversized white button down.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to have a good suit, one that fits, and then one that's baggy.
Yes.
Okay, you need to have a black braided belt. Those have been around since the 90s. Not going anywhere. Then you need to have one statement over belt, a big one, not like a Gucci. It could just be whatever. I just ordered one. I just got one from Zara. It's huge.
Yeah,
love it. That's gonna stick with you, right?
That'd be cute with your little blazer dress.
Yeah.
And little belt.
I have another outfit coming, girl. Right? Pinstripes will always be in. Like just certain things, red lip. Those things will always be in.
That's sustainable fashion in its own way, right? Because it's like like you said, it's always gonna be in. Let's just have it in the arsenal.
Have it in the arsenal.
Yeah, I can imagine some of your sessions like people cry, probably like tear. Or like, is there anything like that? Is it that deep? Because I think if you're asking someone about themselves, how you envision yourselves, like what you want to.
Sometimes people haven't even thought about
that. Most people haven't thought about it. I have had one girl cry like after, like I look good, and that's what you do it for.
Yeah,
like that's what you do. I never thought I could pull this off.
Yeah,
I never thought that this would look good on me, and that's where I'm like, oh my god.
Yes, I love that.
But then you have also girls that they get pissed off at me. I'm like, you can't. God, you're gonna cancel me. Cancel me. People who say there are no rules to fashion are lying to you. I believe in creativity.
Yeah.
I believe in personal style, but there are a set of rules from the beginning of time. There's some things that we should follow.
What are some of those rules?
I think it's body type for one. body type for one. Not everybody can wear everything.
Okay.
I know we said that before, but I'm talking about your body type.
That goes for everybody. That even
yeah.
goes for a very skinny person.
Yeah.
Like, that is not body shaming anyone. That goes
Right.
for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Number one.
Yes, I feel like
Valid.
that is
valid.
Number two, we're giving up sequins. I don't want to see I don't want to see a sequin.
Not even New Year's Eve.
I don't want to see a sequin. They have rhinestones that are not real diamonds, and we're doing those. I don't want to see a sequin on the floor. Okay? That's
no more sequins.
the heel with the brown heel with the claw, like the chunky heel.
Oh, yes. Not the mules, but kind of
No,
like
no,
I like good mules.
I
but
like
you're
a good
talking
mule.
about
It's like a square. Is there a name for it?
because it's not a wedge.
I don't. Who's all your audience? I don't want to say who wears this, but we know who wears these shoes.
Who wears them? Who wears them?
You know, it's very like pumpkin spice latte. Like, it's a white girl moment.
Greatest club.
It's a white girl moment.
Right.
They love their floral sundress and that brown
That
shoe.
gotta go.
You know, so 90s did come back. They have the little revolved. There's a lot of the little short floral dresses.
Yeah.
So when I shop too, I also shop by location.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
I shop by location.
Yeah.
Get pieces that are some of my pieces. When I pick from Zara, I've had Zara for some pieces I wore yesterday that was 4 years Zara, right? Because I know it's not trendy.
Right.
I can pull this off. I can pull this off in Paris. I can pull this off here in LA. I can pull this off wherever. But I will shop by location. This is very Euro. This is the Euro part of my section.
Yeah.
This was looking like Afro vibes. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're all
love
relatively. They all work together.
Yeah, because I know people shop by the color coordination and then the
Yes.
basic and blah, blah. I mean,
Well, people wait
I love
until it's an emergency, Mulan. And a lot of my girlfriends and a lot of my clients, and it's like, you're stressing me out. Like, if we just pick good pieces from the beginning, we would not be here. The event's tomorrow.
right? So how did you learn how to dress different body types? Because I think that's something that can be difficult.
Yes.
You know, you're a slender woman, beautiful.
Thank
you know, it's you can dress yourself. Like, I
Right.
can paint my own nails.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But doing it on somebody else, it's a whole nother story.
Different.
And then on
Yeah.
top of that, you got different nail beds and different this and that. Bodies,
Yes.
big boobs, big booties,
Yes.
small waist,
Yes.
bigger all around.
All around.
Like, how do you dress somebody?
Number
How
one,
did you
in the
learn?
very beginning, we find an alterations person.
Oh,
Wherever
okay.
your city is, wherever you find a cheap alterations person. Every woman needs to have an alterations person.
Okay.
Period.
Great tips.
Because I shop at Goodwill a lot.
Yeah.
That's where I get my blazers from, and I get them in the men's section.
I'm gonna go shopping with you.
Yeah, we go to Goodwill and have a ball.
together. What the
Yes.
heck?
I like to have a little bodice in the sides, so I get it oversized but slightly taken in on the side, just to
Yes.
give a little shape.
Yes.
Love that. Okay,
Right?
That's a good idea.
So a tailor, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, trial and error.
Mm.
I have friends of all different. They're all beautiful, all different shapes. Can I dress you? Can I play with you? I'm
Right.
practicing. Just like anyone who wants to do makeup. Can I practice on my mom? Can I practice on my friend? Same thing. Can I
Right.
practice on you?
Sure.
They're like, yes.
You gonna give me a bomb outfit? Bet.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, that doesn't look good. Ooh, I could have done that better, but I practice. And even sometimes with my clients, I'm like, we're playing dress up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it right on the first try every time. Let's see if we like this together,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I love
Yeah.
that.
That's
I just don't get afraid if someone gets mad at me anymore. Now I'm just not sensitive.
I was
I'm
about to
like,
say, like, what was that even process like? Because you know when you probably have your first client or first couple clients, you're like, oh, this has to go well.
I still get nervous.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing. I have a friend who's like getting into like personal shopping, right, for people.
Oh, it's
and so,
nerve-wracking.
yeah. So she's like, oh my gosh, I'm just nervous. She's like, I dressed the client, or you know, she had a client and she like sent outfits. She did a whole mood board, the whole thing.
You do a mood board.
And
Yeah.
the woman didn't really like the things that she picked, and so she did a second trial, like let me do this thing. But she was like, I don't know, I just hope she would like something. She was just really nervous. So how do you kind of get over that nervousness? Because I'm like, girl, you're killing it. Like,
Right.
you got 4 or 5 clients in a month. I'm proud of you.
great.
Like, do your thing.
Yeah.
But she's still so like, oh my god, what if people don't like it? And it's her baby.
Word
so
of
she
mouth.
feels
I mean, you're never gonna get over that little bit of it being your baby and not wanting
Yeah.
to disappoint somebody,
right.
Yeah.
right? But at the same time, like, and I think Rihanna said the same thing. I say, you just own it.
Yes.
If listen, I wear wigs.
Yeah.
I was on a date a couple weeks ago. My wig was slipping back. This is all gonna make sense. This all makes sense in a second. He said, I don't want you to be like embarrassed. I was like, I'm not embarrassed. That's how you treat life.
Life. Love
That's how you treat life.
Love the wig, honey, and keep it pushing.
Just move the wig and keep it pushing.
telling me.
If it's not working, get another wig and keep it pushing. No, and realize. I realize that not everybody's gonna love not everyone's gonna love everything that you do, and that's okay. I don't love every song my favorite artist puts out. I don't love. You're not gonna nail it.
So then, do you just kind of give over the fact? Because I think the idea of being nervous is like they're never gonna come back to me. They're gonna tell somebody else. They're gonna hate me, and I'm not gonna get clients.
That's just being a business owner.
Okay,
you just don't get over it.
Yeah,
now, you never want to disrespect a client.
Right.
You never want to make somebody feel like it's still a client, it's still their money.
Right.
But if it gets that bad, then your beginning process and like your vetting process and going through the questionnaire I was telling you about and the mood boards, like that maybe you didn't do a good job because you should have had a personal understanding of them.
True.
And if you
bomb it,
we're
trying.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, it's fine.
Now, there are difficult people. We know the difficult people,
Yeah,
right? But if you bomb it that bad, that means there's a disconnect between you and your client.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be bombed that bad.
Yeah.
I have had clients that I've had two. I'm all for plastic surgery. Okay.
Right.
Whatever makes you happy.
Oh, all for okay.
Yeah. Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Everyone have a little lip done. Like whatever makes you happy.
It never works.
But there is an era. I call it BBL fashion.
Let's talk about
it. It's a whole fashion in itself that I do not approve of.
Yeah.
Again, whatever makes you happy. But when you alter your body to a certain degree, you do understand that clothes are going to fit you differently.
Yes.
So I have had girls that come in and say, "Oh, can you show me some inspo pictures?" And the inspo pictures might have included my Instagram, other Instagram, and I'm like, it's completely different body shapes.
Yeah.
This is not. You want to be a little more conservative now. That ship has sailed, honey. Like
Well, now with that big old booty right there, conservative. That ain't it.
Yes.
Everything you wear is tight.
And there are some things. I mean, I know I'm a little something. I got a little something going on. Right. And I have some boobs, right? So there are certain things that even alter on myself. Just depending. Everything is on the mood. What makes you sexy? When is sexy appropriate and when is it not? There are rules to fashion.
Right.
If you're going to a gala, all right, and there's an older crowd there, or maybe you have a date and you're representing him or whatever, you're representing yourself, but you want to be, at the end of the day, like, we're not, and you got the whole BBL and everything, we're not putting you in a bodycon, I'm sorry.
No.
That's how you feel sexy, but we're not doing that.
Right.
Right? Because even if I put you in a gown, you're still going to see it.
Yes.
Right? So sometimes those clients tend to be a little more difficult.
Yeah, that's understandable.
No shade. Don't do to me.
But at the end of the day, I mean, if you get your body altered, then you are looking for a certain type of look.
You're looking
for
a look.
Certain fashion you can't wear. There's certain events, you're going to go
but
to.
But you can't take it back.
Yeah.
And then some girls, no matter what they say, they want to take it back. They want to take it back.
Yeah.
And I can tell when they come to me that they want to take it back.
Dang.
So the best thing I can
Too late.
Right. The best thing I can do is make them feel comfortable and say we just can't do that.
Yeah.
Let's try something new.
That's true.
That ain't gonna work.
Let's talk about you even getting to that stage now.
Sorry.
Because it's true. It's true.
It is true.
But like you starting out, you want to do image consulting, or you figured that out, like this is my lane. This kind of works for me. How did you get your first couple clients? How do you now continue that roster? Like, what's that process like?
I'm still building out like I told you guys, I was like, should I do an interview yet? I'm still building out the business in the sense that I did not monetize from social media as much as I could have. And I will.
Yeah.
Especially dropping a clothing line. I have to. But a lot of girls just saw my Instagram and like what I do for myself. And they said, hey, do you do this? They were asking me if I do it before I did it.
Love that.
So
I hear that a lot.
That's a big thing. The things that people ask you about.
Ebony Brown said this.
Yeah.
Harris said this.
Yes.
Right? It's kind of like you just present yourself in a way that draw people.
Attracted to it. And
yes.
shout out to all those girls that like literally like they gave me like the self-esteem and the courage to say, okay, now I can add this to my bio.
Right. Like you got this.
That's dope.
Right. So that was that. And then it's like word of mouth. Like, I have my girlfriends that I just do it for them for free, and obviously they need me, and then they'll go tell somebody, and then I charge that person. So
marketing, right?
Use what you got. Okay, use what you got.
How does that play into? Because you kind of teed up this earlier, but the fact that you also have your girls, like you, what do you do exactly with the group home or the girls' home? Do you talk with them? Do you have,
I have a very cool idea I would like to implement. This is a tidbit it was a secret. It's called Low to Love. That's my nonprofit. And Low to Love is, I started writing a book about my life, and that was the title of it.
Oh.
And I said, does that sound like so like black and sad, like low to love? But no, it doesn't.
No,
like
not at all.
literally low to love.
Yeah.
Low to loving yourself, low to finding love, low to whatever the case may be. And so I would love to, and yes, I do talk to the girls and everything, but I want to essentially have self-esteem courses, and I want to get the sponsorships in the brands that I work with, you know, and then like, you know, we have Melanin Plus, and then, you know, this person has, my other friend has Chick-fil-A, and then I know a makeup artist, and then I have you girls that can talk about journalism, and, and I want to bring the girls in and say, first of all, most of those girls don't end up going to college.
Right.
They don't.
That's true.
And at this day and age, it's not
you can make it work.
You can make
more than work, really.
More than work, right? Like,
okay,
we should be encouraged to chase our passions and turn them into dollars. Like, that's what we should be encouraged to do. And yes, obviously we do talk about school, everything, but back to my point, it's a self-esteem. And I share my story, and half of them don't believe I was in the same position as them. And then I bring in other people. Like, they have Instagram, they have all that stuff. They just don't have the access. They don't have the clothes. So I would love to get, like, you know, other boutiques or maybe like Target or H&M to sponsor. And then
that's such a great initiative.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I think having those big brands to really help push, because I mean, Target right now has that big like black brand commercial that they keep pushing. You know, which you love, right? You love, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, black
so
people.
if I show them different young women that you know, like, you can do this, and you know, I would love to even just have mirrors around, and we're gonna get into it. Like, pick this up. I remember looking at my face and saying, I am ugly, and I was not.
Right.
You know, and you have to go through that whole process. So see, even within beauty and fashion, we're still getting to the root of it.
Of it all.
Because everything, what is the standard of beauty these days? It always is changing. And I think, you know, before it was like the skinny white girl, blonde hair, blue eyes, right? And now it's kind of evolved into, you know, quote unquote the Kardashian era, right? Of the big booties, big boobs, skinny waist type thing.
This is that like really like Armenian look, like
like you can't really
dark
place
black hair, not sure,
quote unquote exotic vibes, right?
Right.
Okay,
I just posted about that. I got in trouble. Do not call me exotic. Like,
no.
By definition, exotic is literally a plant, like an antique car, or a zebra. In that category. Like, do not call me exotic.
I love that.
Period.
You know, because there's other folks that might really fall into that and be like, no, I'm exotic.
A lot of girls do.
A lot of girls do.
You know, Instagram made you like exotic princess 213.
So the fact that you're like, no, this is who I am, and this is who I am not, and, you know, address me as such, it's like,
draw that line.
It goes back to that confidence piece and the work that you did for yourself. To
and see, that confidence, because before I wouldn't have said anything.
No.
So I've been dating outside of my race a bit, and the first thing they want to know is, like, what's your ethnicity?
Oh,
yeah, because they
so
want to know if you're exotic. They want to know.
You're exotic.
And then I almost feel like when people ask, like, I'm just black on black on black. Okay, I'm black. They're, you know, some Scottish or whatever in my family up above in the trees. But my parents are both black, and so people always ask, like, what are you? And I have red hair and freckles, right? Naturally.
It's a whole other...
So it's a whole other... Like,
I'm a human being. What are you?
What are you? Exactly. And I'm like, I feel like when I tell them I'm just black, that there is like
there has to be some sort...
There's like a...
a disappointment.
A disappointment vibe. Because you're you're just black. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I thought you were going to be something else.
Right.
And it makes me feel like, is that not good enough? Like, what is that vibe? What is that energy you keep giving me, you know?
Racist. Racist as hell. But still know you look good.
A lot of times.
It comes from black men. That's the thing, you know? It's like... So I think that it's a mindset. It's weird. It's the society thing.
But see why we have to be so strong in ourselves?
We do.
We have to stand on our 10 toes, and this is how I feel, this is what I say, this is how I look.
Then they want to get on us about being a strong black woman. They be like,
you can't make...
What else supposed to be?
We can't get on you.
Right. You can't make you just can't make anybody happy at this point.
Exactly.
Like,
but yourself, really.
Yeah, I mean, talking about confidence, okay, I want you to tell that story about the gala. You know, the little fake it till you make it piece.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm still faking it till you make it. You better walk it like you're talking. Own it.
Okay, done.
But, yeah, so I was telling her, so she was, I think you asked me, like, what was, like, a pivotal moment for you? Like, I was going to, like, a government gala. Like, what the hell am I going to wear to that? What's going on? My name's not even on the list, right? But I needed to network.
Right.
And that's, like... I used to be afraid. And one of my friends, he said, I'm going to put you, like, just drop my name, because my dad is so-and-so, but you're not coming in with me. I'm not even going. But
he's not even there.
Okay, so, real one. What's going on?
Right.
Is it traffic? Right?
That's scary.
So,
I don't know if I would have been brave enough like you were.
I did it. I threw on my best, honey. I threw on my best, and I put some pieces together. I forget what I wore.
I was going to say, what did you wear?
It was like a blazer again, but I did like a instead of like a traditional skirt, I did like a pleated skirt. Like it was like really fashionable. Like, just like pencil. Like I don't know, it was cute. I forget. Red lip.
Red lip. Gotta have the classic.
So when I walked up, you know, my back is straight and I'm talking. And I'm supposed to be here.
Yes.
And then she looks at me like, yeah, you're supposed to be. I'm looking at my purse like, oh, I forgot my. Right? But people will size you up.
Yeah, of course.
People will size you up as long as you look the part. It doesn't have to be a Chanel bag. It doesn't have to be anything. Just have that swag and that confidence and be well put together. They're going to size you up and just look at them back. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
you
for
see
me.
Yes. You see me
Right?
sizing you too.
Right. Be cute. Keep it cute.
Yes.
You will get in.
Mm-hmm.
You will get in. And I've done that since I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited. I was not invited.
It wasn't on the list.
Oh, but your outfit is so cute.
Yeah.
And another thing I used to be insecure about was someone would say, oh, my outfit is so cute. And, oh, where's this from? And I was in a place where I knew they had more money than me, or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And I was afraid to say where my pieces were from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, now I'm like, this is from Zara.
Right.
Right, because that's part of my brand.
That is.
And they're like, what? And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Here's my card. Right?
Yes.
Because you can make Zara look like this, too.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. This is from Goodwill, and I made it work. Like,
that blows them.
Yes.
That blows them every time.
It is. I mean, I follow a few people who do kind of like that vintage shopping, thrift shopping.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, like
and
you made the shorts a top. You made the top.
Cut it all up, baby. I don't really have the time to do that. I wish I did, but there are some talented girls. Shout out Random and Chic in Houston.
Oh, yes.
Shayla.
Yes. Yes.
Woo, she takes a different level.
Yes, different level.
And I like to order also from the girls that are paying for that Instagram ad space that you see pop up on your timeline. They're spending money that they don't really have yet, and they're just, you know, at 7,000 followers, 2,000 followers.
Right.
Those vintage shops, I ordered from them. I just got a bomb 90s suit.
I love that.
And then sometimes I'll change out the buttons, take it to the tailor, add my little flair to it, and then that's it.
I love what you're saying
That's
in terms of
such
the
a
clothes.
good
It's like
idea.
it's not over once you order it.
Oh, thank you.
Because the fact that you're taking out
It's
the
just
buttons
starting.
and you're you know, that's
I just made a whole new outfit.
Yeah.
I made a whole new outfit.
Yes, like I took what you had and
It
I made mine.
You don't have to
made
make
mine.
it. You're taking their ready to wear to really like ready for me to wear.
Exactly. So with my brand with Mars Zara, I'm trying to do all the hard work for my girls, right?
Okay.
So my suits will come with the pieces that you need, and like everything will be like ready for you. Because some girls are like, tomorrow I can't do all that. You're posting it on your store. I'm not doing that. Right? So I'll do the work.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's cool. I mean, so like now you're in this stage, like you said, you're starting this new brand.
Yeah.
You have a brand already, and you've been building this, but you're like starting Tamara Jay, but it's like you're starting this new. What do I say? It's not like it's kind of a new venture.
It's a new venture.
Right?
And it's hard.
Yes. Like, what are tell us about some of those ups and downs right now to even get it to that place where you can, you know, press play on the site.
Oh my gosh. Finding a manufacturer.
Oh.
I thought that was like,
yes.
Because Instagram makes you think that like everything looks so easy.
Yeah.
Just post it,
Girls
click
are,
it, shop it, done.
Right? And every girl had a boutique on Instagram. I'm scrolling
like
like
a big booty. We know. I'm a dozen out here.
So even though I know fashion, I was like, oh, this should become easy. Whatever.
Right.
I can market this, whatever. Here's what I want. Let's just change it out. And I don't even sketch very well. That's not my forte. I'm a visionary.
Right.
Okay.
I can take something and be like, take that off, remove that sleeve, replace that boot. I'm going to give you the notes.
The
go sketch it out.
Right.
So, yeah, finding a manufacturer for the quality that I want to make sure the fit and the tailoring is perfect. Some of the pieces are, you know, now I do get spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, I do like some of those cutouts and the diamond dresses, really mini. Like, we're talking about like chainmail work. Like,
nice. Wow.
So I have a variety.
Very custom.
It's very custom.
Yeah.
And I might only drop 10 pieces at a time, and then once it's it, it's it.
Okay.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
She said,
I'm
supreme and that's
on period. But those pieces I drop, you'll have them. And you'll keep them. And I can. That's what I'll stand on. That's what I can say.
It's quality.
So, yeah.
We're selling quality.
Yes.
Like, really. But, like, that alone, getting started, getting your samples made, thinking that I knew more than I did. I can't remember what that material is called. I just know it looks good.
Right.
Give me that material.
Right.
But you come into rooms with people who they know their stuff.
Right. Yes.
And what was that name again for that material? What was the name of this and that? I'm like, dang, you guys are like,
you gotta know it.
Right. Right? So I would say that. I'm going, again, I'm starting a whole new journey of like, the self-esteem. Here we go again. Like, am I good enough to be here? Am I good enough to design?
Right.
Am I, will they love what I put out? It never ends.
It never ends. It's just always trying to get better and build.
Always get better and build. And just remember in the back of your head, like, no, I got it.
Yeah, and the fact that you're pushing throughout it all. It's like, yes,
yeah.
I don't know this or that, but it's like, we're going to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know what I want. I know where my vision is.
Right.
So especially it's competitive, so the girls don't want to kiki with you.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to tell you anything.
Which street I need to go?
And then it's girl, I'm dropping all the secrets. It's girls on Instagram that are taking your coin and they say they're custom and they're just putting a tag on their work from that.
That's true.
China.
Say that.
And I'm not knocking your hustle, but you're not custom.
You gotta.
Yeah. You can't say you're custom and you getting it from downtown.
Yeah, and then throwing your tag on it. You're a hustler.
Right.
You know, so it's a different ballgame.
It is a different ballgame.
Where else would we be hustling at, girl? Where else would we?
You know, we be hustling over here at the Black Creators Club.
Yes.
Thank you so much for listening, for watching. If you want to know more about all our fabulous guests, definitely head over to the Black Creators Club on Instagram. Yeah. Email us at theblackcreatorsclub@gmail.com if you know of someone that wants to be a guest, or if you yourself know that you have what it takes to sit in this chair.
If you want to have me back, let me know.
Yeah, you're always welcome back.
I have a lot of subjects we can get on.
Clearly.
I mean, I have questions we didn't even touch, so yeah.
Right? We're going to definitely have a part 2. Like,
yes. Yes.
It's too good. But right now, we're going to jump into a game.
Yes.
Which we like to call Just for the Gawds. AKA, so we know we have a lot of designers or like, you know, folks who are in fashion, and a lot of folks live for that moment when they get to work with an A-list celebrity, right? Some folks really are not even about the celebrity life, but a lot of times it's not you.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's imagine if you're like, you know what, this celebrity, I think they'll look great in my future piece,
Let's
right?
do it. Okay.
So we're gonna pick 2 celebrities, and you decide which one out of the 2 you'd want to work with, and if you have an idea of what you think you would style for them or what they should wear.
Yeah, actually, let's do that. What would you style? What would you put them in?
Right. You put them in the hot spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first set, Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion?
Ooh.
Because they both got the booties.
Yes.
and Cardi B got the fake booty, so you know that's the
difficult one. I'm gonna say.
Difficult one to dress.
I'm gonna say Megan.
Ooh.
Because Cardi is in her fashion bag.
She is in her fashion bag.
She got a good old stylist over there.
Yes.
And she does pick a lot of her pieces too. She just loves fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I love Megan. She's beautiful. She's everything. But I think that we could do some things. She needs a little bit of work.
Yes.
In the fashion.
Yes.
So what would you put on her? Like, what would be like an ideal like Tamara Jay stamp of approval?
Yes.
Oh, you know what I would love to see her in? Because she likes to do sometimes like the 90s hairstyles, the ponytail. I would put her in one of my short skirt 90s suits with a big lapel.
Oh, that's cute.
And a really mini skirt.
That sounds cute.
Probably like in a red or
I was
white,
about to say it
popping.
needs to be like an orange, red, or
something that pops.
Yeah,
something that
pops.
pops.
Yeah. Dope. Okay, the next one.
Okay, so the next one, these are like polar opposites. So we're giving you the options for real. So J-Lo or Lizzo. J-Lo or Lizzo.
So what you guys are doing to me, I'm gonna always pick the person who I feel like needs my service.
No shade. So it sounds like Lizzo.
Lizzo's gonna get this work.
Yes.
Shout out Lizzo. She has all the confidence.
Yes.
But she's breaking some rules. Lizzo's gonna get this work. What would I put Lizzo in? Well, it would just depend on where she's going. But what would I just like genuinely put Lizzo in?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what she would look? I feel like cute in. So Zara just dropped this weird dress that like no one knows why I love it. It's a huge puffy Ariana Grande type of dress, like one of those short
type.
Okay. But huge, look like a little mushroom. Right? It has like a little cap sleeve.
Yeah.
I would put her in that. Lift her boobs up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Put her in that, and then put her like in like an Von Dutch cap.
Yes. Oh, Lizzo would kill that.
She would kill that. And like a good heel.
Yeah.
Like a good high heel. That could be dope.
Yeah.
That could be dope.
All right, let's bring some of the guys. Sean Combs or Jamie Foxx?
I have classic style, so I'll say Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's aging like fine wine.
Yes.
So he can pull off some of the younger stuff, and then he can go like really like classic man on them.
Yes, for sure. So you wouldn't want to dress Diddy to go out with Young Miami one day? You know what? We don't know.
Okay.
Let somebody else know.
We don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, so Jamie Foxx. Very classic look.
And I would put him in a plaid pant.
We love a good.
I love guys in plaid pants. Like
I would put him in a plaid pant, and then I would do something striped on the top, which is crazy.
A striped top. Okay.
So vertical or horizontal stripes? What we doing?
Vertical.
Gotta be vertical.
Gotta be vertical. Listen.
Gotta be vertical.
We here to test.
Okay, that's true. I'm like, no, gotta be vertical.
No, gotta be vertical. We'll do like a jacket of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. See, I love a man in a good turtleneck.
And
And some tight
it's that season. What's that season?
All the baddies coming outside.
And I love a fitted look. I love it, but this man, it's like you guys are wearing it too tight.
Yes, it's too tight.
Like you're trying to be too European.
Yes,
like
I saw this guy walking down the street with the most booty shorts I've ever seen a man in. He clearly went to the gym, nice and big, butt tight, and everything. But I was like, sir.
Still tight.
I mean, he wasn't black, so I understood. But I was like, sir, are you breathing down there? What is happening? Like, it's too much. It's too much.
I'm gonna skip that subject.
We can take out the seam a little bit.
Like, take it out. They will break the seam. Yes. They look at Zara getting a small and then a large.
It's too much. I'm like, these men. Okay, this fashion. Okay, so your next pair is Halle Berry or Nicki Minaj.
Oh. Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a no-brainer.
Right.
I am not dressing Nicki. The barbs are about to come out.
Yeah, the barbs. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm an undercover barb.
She has her style.
She does.
And she has her BBL fashion, and she has a lot more coin than me, so live her life.
Yeah.
She's still the queen.
All right, and the last one, Will Smith or Jay-Z?
I don't want Beyonce coming for me.
You don't want Jada coming for you.
Yes.
Oh, they're in an open relationship.
According to Jada. I don't know. Well, no, I think they close
No,
it
they
back.
both.
I think they close it back.
I think Jay is he's in his own like Soho, like funky style bag right now. I'm gonna leave him to that. I'll take Will. I haven't loved what Jay has been putting on. No, some of it just needs to be tailored properly, a little bit better. I'll take Will because he's just really basic. Yeah. And he could swag anything out.
He could swag
it out for real.
He could definitely step it up.
Will would definitely look good in a suit with a turtleneck like you're talking about. But then not a dress, like a sneaker instead.
Oh, you know who else is a good one? I was watching, what was I watching? Oh, a show yesterday. Morris Chestnut.
Oh, Morris.
Morris, honey.
Listen.
Is he married too?
He married. He is.
But he rocks a suit like nobody
other. But tailoring is everything.
He was wearing this suit in the show. It's called For Our People. It's on Hulu or whatever. It was a cranberry velvet.
Yes.
I was like, this is
something about that cranberry on a chocolate skin.
That really autumn color.
That autumn color. Everything.
It's everything.
No, yeah, he's gorgeous.
He'd be a good one. He'd be a good one.
Different episode.
I'm over here drooling for anything. We're over here all drooling. Let's bring it in. Okay, you guys, this has been an amazing episode. Tamara, you've been an amazing guest.
Yes,
we talked
you guys are so amazing.
A ton of topics.
Yes.
Like I said, I was like, I have questions we haven't even touched, so we definitely have to bring it back.
Bring it back.
You know, because confidence is key, and confidence is something that I think everyone struggles with. And it just at different stages in your life, at different points, it affects you differently. So it's a topic that is evergreen and forever lasting. And it's something that we could have you on to talk about multiple times.
Yes.
But until then, Tamara, where can they find you? Where can they, find this brand that you're popping out in December? Like, let the people know.
At Tamara Jay on Instagram, TamaraJay, or you can tweet me, Hey Tamara Jay, and in my bio is my brand at Mara Azar.
Yes.
Love it.
Love that.
Keeks, where are we finding you, boo?
Yes, you can find me chatting the media industry and life motivation, all with a dash of style at Aquila Friends. Ebony, where can they find you?
Yes, you guys can find me on Instagram at Ebony Chapman 12, talking everything Black-owned business, and of course the Black Creators Club. You guys, we've had the most amazing time, as we always do, with our guests in-house. We love it. You guys, remember to always abide by your ABCs. Always be creating.
Bye.